Hey friends, it's Danny, Triple H Farm, out in the garden this evening. We're pulling the plastic off of these tomato cages, the last 4 or 5 rows, and I just want to show you guys how we do that. So we got my kids out here, my son's been out here cutting some of the plastic. Now I got my daughter here behind me, she's finishing up. My other daughter's behind the camera, so we're all out here working in the garden this evening. And we're just taking this plastic off these cages so that more airflow can get in underneath these tomatoes. As you can see, these tomato plants are just absolutely getting after it. There's so many vines, lots of blooms. The plants look really healthy. We've had a lot of rain. We've been out of town for the last week. Kind of took a little vacation, got away for a few days, and man, the garden, the weeds and the grass have just really exploded and taken off. So we're out here trying to kind of play catch up, get the plastic off of these so that we can come in underneath and pull the grass and the weeds, much like we did on the first 4 rows already. I'll show you a video of them in just a second, or a shot of them. They're really looking good. But as you can see, we get the plastic off. Now we can come in here and take off these bottom few limbs. We got some here that's got some yellowing on them. That's all right. We're just going to take them off. We come in and we pull the crabgrass and the weeds and stuff, pull them out by the roots best we can, and we'll do a little better job than this, but this shows you what we're doing. We'll get this opened up to where some air can get underneath these plants, and then we'll come back in a few days, fertilize them again, and they ought to just really continue to grow. These plants that we shot the other day, and look at this plant right here. This is like about 4 foot tall, absolutely loaded with blooms. There's tomatoes sitting in here, lots of tomatoes. Beautiful thing. We love this time of year. If you're not careful, the grass and weeds will get away from you. But I'm actually a little ashamed of how it looks right now, but we're working to get things cleaned up. And we're only about 2 weeks away from our first farmer's market. I don't think we're going to have any ripe tomatoes to sell at the first week's market, but we may have some cherry tomatoes, but no big tomatoes, but that's all right. It's usually closer to the 1st of July before we have tomatoes to sell. Our squash, our zucchini, everything's looking good. We've picked a few pieces of squash already. Cucumbers, as I said in one of my videos previously, they're a little bit behind where we'd like for them to be, but considering the amount of rainfall that we've had, we're just happy to have some growing. So we get the plastic off these tomatoes, we come in, we pull the weeds and grass. We also like to come in and kind of grab these vines and pull them up through these cages so that they will continue to grow upward. You can see these have kind of gotten away from us. They're already starting to come out of the cage. If we can do so without breaking the vines, we like to push the vines up and let them continue to grow vertically as much as we can, especially on these taller cages that we have. All of these are determinate tomatoes, meaning they're only going to grow to a certain determined height and put on tomatoes for a determined amount of time, a short period of time, usually about 4 to 6 weeks. So we're trying to really push them and get all the growth we can, get all the blooms we can, because once these blooms set, then they'll start to make fruit. And the tomatoes are only going to set blooms and set fruit until, you know, the temperatures, while the temperatures are in the, like say the 80s up to about 90 degrees. When it starts getting hotter than that, tomatoes will quit setting fruit. So that's the reason we try to really push them hard, get all the blooms and all of the tomatoes set that we can before the Oklahoma heat and humidity sets in. So anyway, I think while I've been talking, the daughter finished up getting the plastic off of these. So glad to have that done. All 120 tomatoes are now opened up. Now we just got to come through and do a little bit of weeding and you know, open the bottoms up so we can get some airflow. We appreciate you watching our videos. If you have any questions, be sure to comment. We do our best to answer all the questions and reply to the comments. And like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Our last video really gained a lot of subscribers, and we're very thankful for that. because we can grow a lot of tomatoes and vegetables, but it's hard to grow our channel without you guys liking our videos and subscribing. So hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, get dirty and grow some food.